What's up, guys? Today I'm going to basically be going over the easiest way to get your gear 7.15, and that's going to be spamming your keys. Now, you want to get a 15 or more in each week, and you'll get a 900 piece of gear, which you don't have to complete it. You can do it, the time can expire, you can do whatever, just get that 15 done. You'll get a 900 piece of gear, very easy. Another way is if you're trying to get gear, maybe you can't make it to a 15 key because you're 840, you're not gonna be able to do it. You can do lower keys. You can come over, you can plug this. People still do this. It's very easy to do if you know the fights. Most people will come do a heroic, do their artifact power. So if you just start you a group, set you a requirement, people are gonna come. Trial of Valor, you can do that. You can do your raid finders. Raid finders are a really good way to do it. If you have the item level. I'm not sure what the item level requirements are for each one of these, but that's another good way. But yeah, as far as the mythics go, just come over here, look for carry runs. Like, some people seriously just wait and wait on a key. I'm looking for an example, but it's not looking like I'm going to be able to find one. Usually when you see a tank and a healer and a DPS, it's usually a carry group. Right here, look. You give them your Maw, Quarter Stars, Vault, or Nell's key. Let's see what I have. I have a Quarter Stars +8. So if I whispered this group, whispered them my keystone, then applied, 9 times out of 10 you'll get an invite. I'm not actually going to do this. Okay, so I didn't get an invite, but it's cool. Maybe they see they filled, so somebody else had a different key. Or you could post your own key, be like, my key, your carry. See right here, for example, my key, your carry. It's a keystone, I have a Jara. You post that. More than likely you'll fill in a group within the first 10 minutes of making it. The world boss is a good way to get some gear. Dragon the Frostblood. So you come over here, Broken Isles, Dragon the Frostblood. He'll drop any of these. If you're a Fury, just get all classes. This is his loot. So Frost, Death Knights, maybe mages. Really any class can use this. Any class can really use this. Leather wearers, cloth wearers, plate wearers. So he's got a wrist for everybody. And you can just keep doing the world boss every week. 860 piece of gear. You can re-roll, but if you're doing your raids, then you shouldn't have a problem with your world boss, and you really shouldn't use your re-rolls on a world boss. That's only if you're raiding. I'd recommend saving your re-rolls. You get 6 if you know that you're about to, spend over. Let's say you have 6 coins for re-rolls, and next week's about to roll around. You can do whatever to spend those keys. You can do the world boss, re-roll that. You can do dungeons, I guess, just that way you're not overflowing. Or what you can do is, if you're about to run like Nighthold, let's see, there's 10 bosses, 3, 6, 9, 10. Okay, there's 10 bosses. The ones that I would recommend re-rolling on if you didn't get the piece of gear: Trilliax. I'm just gonna go to Warrior for the back. If you don't get the back, Tichondrus, he drops that. Croesus, he drops that. My Botanist doesn't drop a set piece, so I wouldn't re-roll that. Starger drops the hands. Spellblade, I want to say the helm. Okay, the helm, and then Gul'dan drops the pants. And this is actually a really good trinket for most classes. So you just want to do whatever you can to get your set bonus. You can go to the Raid Finder. The Raid Finder so far is these 3. I think it's actually all the way up to Magistrix. I want to say, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. So you got your first 3, you can reroll Trilliax. You got these 3 where you'll do reroll Spellblade and Star Augur. And then those 3. Actually, you might not reroll Spellblade. No, don't reroll Spellblade. Just save them, and that's a very effective way to gear. You can let's see, you can do BGs. You can run like pretty much anything. Rated's gonna drop for me an 865. My rating's pretty low. I don't really PvP. 855 and an 855. But if your rating's pretty high, then another easy way to gear would be to do your 2s, 3s, and rated battle rounds. You can get legendary drops from pretty much all of this. You can get legendary drops from this. You can get legendary drops from your world quest. If you do world quest, if you're really low on gear, I'd recommend it because you can get small, like 845, I want to say. If I could find. Okay, so there's an 845 Storm Relic. That's an Iron Relic. There is the World Boss. 840 feet. Which my world quest will definitely be different than yours. But I'm just saying you can go through. And I mean, you can look for whatever's going to give you gear. If you have your order hall to where you can you can complete basically like any world quest other than an elite one or like a dungeon one. You can't do the elite ones or the world boss, but you can do the blue ones. I don't even know what the blue ones really mean. Anyway, you can do world quests to help you out. Is that about it? Mythic pluses. You can run your mythics actually every week. You'll get a lockout every week for like your regular mythics, and farm artifact power, which you really need your artifact power. You'll get all these, and then you'll get the percent increase every point, or 0.5 after the first point. So you get 5% the first point, and then 0.5 every point after, which is, you know, really good damage buff. And when you're gearing, okay, see, I have this 830 on, which I have at 900 in my bags. Yeah, 900 in my bags. But since this rolled haste so much higher, that's what I want to go with, because your jewelry doesn't give your main stat. Every other piece of gear will give you strength, agility, intellect, and that's really what you want to focus on. Because yes, I have belts that have haste, or at least I did before I sold them. Yeah, I had belts that had higher haste than this, that actually rolled haste. But since this one was so much higher, I wanted to focus on it because, let's see, trying to look for an example. Okay, right here. Now, I did go with the haste that rolled here because it's a huge increase on haste, because not only is it 753, but it's got the prismatic socket with an extra 150 haste, which isn't calculated into that. And let's see. I don't want to look at anything that's jewelry. Kind of just want to find something that's... Okay, well, it's kind of hard because I just sold... Okay, this right here. Even though this rolled higher haste, or higher strength, I would rather have a flat haste than a chance to... If that makes any sense. Because with this Nightmarish Eggshell, my melee attacks have a chance. And I think it'll go up to like 7,000 extra haste. But I don't want to take the risk of the bad RNG in a fight. Because if it procs good, it procs good, and then you're going to be pulling better damage throughout the fight. I think it increases your haste. You'll go from like your starting haste to like 20% more. I can actually look at that right now. And it's like a tick. So it'll go up, 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 and then drop off. Which I kind of just want to hurry up and... I don't even know what it looks like when it procs, honestly. See, it's already taking too long for me, honestly. Like, I'm missing out. A steady 3% haste. That's pretty cool. We'll see. My battle cry is about to come back up. So it's a 50-second cooldown for that, but Rage of the Valyar, or Valyar, could have came into effect. So I'm going to say about at least 40 seconds of casting and no proc, which is not worth it. Still not procking. Actually, I can go based off of this. So that's a minute and 15-second cooldown, and it's 15. So it's been a minute, and there's still no proc. There it goes, finally. So I started at 26%. Even though the rev is very nice, 40%, I don't think it's worth it. So that's been 20%. So it went up 22%. 22 over 20 seconds, which, if you want to factor in the extra 3% without it, where the fuck is it? Okay. I'd rather just have the steady 3% because that's going to help me with my burst. Let's say I go in. I also changed the rotation up a little bit because of the new talents, and I just thought about it since I get an extra 2 seconds. What you want to do is you'll actually want to pop, or when you get it, you'll pop your rampage, then you'll battle cry, then you'll rampage, then berserker, raging blow, then you want to use that. That way you can get 2 crits on your raging blow. I did that really slow, but with 29% haste, you'll definitely get it in. But another thing I wanted to talk about was your execute phases. I had this one guy. He said, "Hey man, I noticed your execute staying up, and you got a lot of uptime on your executes. How do you do it?" And I'm just like, I don't know. He's like, well, tell me what you do. And I was like, all right, man. So I told him. He's like, that was way different than what I was doing. So I just want to go over that, and I'm just going to use Ursoc / Croesus as a like basis, I guess. When it comes to them, they're single target fights. So what you'll want to do is your execute costs 25 rage. I kind of want all my rage to go away. This will be 5. This will be 10, and then this will, be your filler. So let's just say it's execute phase. This dummy's at 20%. When you get close to that 20%, you just want to go ahead and start building your rage all the way up. Let's say you're at 22% on the boss, and your rampage comes up. Keep using your generators, because you don't want to use this, and then 20% rolls around, and you're at like half for your executes. So what you'll do is, since you want to rev up and then burst all at once, because you want to try to get as many stacks of Juggernaut as you can. Let's say you're popping them. You want to go Raging Blow, Bloodthirst. You're already there. You'll pop it. Raging Blow, Bloodthirst. You'll pop it. Raging Blow, Bloodthirst. Pop it. Raging Blow, Bloodthirst. Pop it. And even if you get your extra executes from what's it called? Since Death, you can get an extra one. Don't spend all your executes at once. You just kind of want to keep using it. You're going to keep using your generators, then pop it. Generators, pop it. Then when you fill up, use it again, you bring it all the way down. This way, whenever you can fit 4 in. So that's 60% chance that you're going to get an extra execute. Because 15 times 4 would be 60. And by then, your battle cry should be up. Then you use all your executes, you battle cry, you use all your executes again. You should be at around 30, 25 to 30 executes on your stacks. And you'll be pulling, with my gear, let's just say that you had what I had, my stats, you'd be pulling around 30, let's see, maybe 800k per execute, roughly. 5%, 5 times 30 would be 369, 15, 150% more. So that's over double. So yeah, around 800 to 900. So with a crit, it would be roughly 1.5 million. So that's just, I wanted to go over that. I wanted to test bases, and don't be scared to let's say you're clicked on the target and you're hitting it and you're executing. Don't be afraid to look this way, jump, and then charge back in to build up that rage and start executing some more. Well, it's been good talking to you guys. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and peace out. We'll be making another video soon. Take it easy.